Everybody's here. Just in case. Good morning, pharmacy. Okay, so I checked your quizzes. Oops, you haven't taken your quiz. I'm gonna go over the quiz. So you'll have to take a different quiz. I checked your quizzes last Friday. I purposefully didn't say anything about it because I want to go over them today. This quiz was written by an instructor a long time ago, and I still find it very useful in preparation for your final exam. Okay, I didn't want to tell you last Friday that you may have to do the final exam tomorrow. Okay, because I may need one more session today to go over this one last time. When I check your quizzes, I don't look at names. I have the answer key, and then I check by page, all page ones, all page two, all page three. Okay, I actually don't know your score until I start handing them to you. Okay? And I didn't record it because I don't want you to stress over the weekend. That's for sure. Okay, so let's go over it today to make sure that you got the topic correct. I just saw how everybody did in general, like as a perspective, okay? It's a common thing. A good number of you didn't know how to follow instructions. And did listen to my reminders many times. I'll tell you the common one. Now I'm looking at scores. And you're going to tell yourself, stupid mistake, right? That's how we kill people. I want you to stop saying that. You can't say that we didn't go over it, now that I've handed everything, because there's one who got over 90. Maybe that one follows instructions. Okay, go over it. Don't stress about it. Don't wallow. Some people say, some students say, alligation is the most difficult math topic. Others say it's low rate and drip rate. So you're not, you just have to follow instructions. That's what I saw. That's very common. Okay. Who got one wrong? I'm gonna go over this by number. Who got one wrong? Number one. Who got number one wrong? It's just two. Great. Three of you, did you figure out what you did wrong? Put the answers in there. Because I want to see what's common. Like, oh, everybody didn't get this number. It's a simple V over T times C equals R formula, right? So your V would be 500. Your T would be 200. Then your C is 10. Did you see that? Okay. Who of the three of you overthought it? Okay. Of the three of you who got it now, after I said how it's done. Yeah? Okay, what can you say? Simple formula, V over T times C equals. Right? You got it now? Stefan. 5, yeah. It's 10. Okay. I said it's 500 over 200 times 10. Because it's simple. V, which is 500, T, which is 200. You just have to label. V, 500, it says there ml. T, 200 minutes. It's already given in minutes, not even hours, right? And then your C, which is your drop factor, is given already in drops per ml. So there's nothing that needs to be converted or changed. You just have to plug in the numbers to the formula, V over T times C, which is your R, correct? So stop overthinking. Okay, next one. Leslie, you good? You got it now? Okay. Number 2, who got 2? Correct. Correct first. Who did not get it correct? Hands up. Same mistake? Same thing? You ever thought it?
Yeah.
It's going to be 250, which is your ml right off the bat. And then 2.5 hours, you should convert that to minutes, which comes out to 150 minutes times your C, which is 15. You got that one? Yes? Who got that one? Hands up. I want to see. Okay. I want to see if this is something that everybody doesn't understand. Okay, that's why I'm going by the number. Number 3. Who got 3 wrong? If it's the same people, that means you didn't understand the whole thing. You should attend tutoring. Okay. Again, simple. Volume in ml. So you got 2 liters there. You got to convert that to ml right off the bat, 2,000 ml. Your time is 1 hour. You got to convert that to minutes. It should be 60. And then your drop factor constant is given, which is 60 drops per ml. Just simple plugging in the numbers, which we did for 2 days. Correct? Yes. Number 4. Who got 4 wrong? Why? You what? You didn't know the formula for which one? Oh, this one? What the question is flow rate, right? Okay, so for drip rate and flow rate, it's the same. Okay, R equals V over T. C sometimes is given, C sometimes is not. So when C is not given, then it's just that. Okay, and then the blank says drops per minute, correct? Okay, so what do you do? What's your volume? It should be 3,000 ml. And what's your time? You still have the drop factor constant in there. Okay, what's the time? 5 hours. So what do you do with 5 hours? So 300 minutes. Okay. But you have a C given times, what's your drop factor constant? You can cancel your ml, then you're left with drops per minute, which is exactly what's being asked for. 3,000 times 15 divided by 300. You get it now? Did I put the correct answer? Who else didn't get number 4? Yeah, moving on. This is a lot, huh? So I said I may need one more session before the final. Official final exams tomorrow anyway. Yeah?
Taking 3,500 milligrams.
Yeah. So you got confused by the 500 milligrams. Is that what happened?
I did.
Okay. Same with you, Kaylin. Same. No, you don't do anything with it. It's just part of the prescription. Remember I told you there are some numbers on the prescription where you don't need. to cross that out. Why would you need milligrams when we're talking about V over T times C? And you've been doing that right all this time last week, right? V over T times C. So the 500 milligrams threw you off. Cross it out. So who understands at this point, page 1, because I'm leaving this behind. All of page 1, yes? Page 2 now. This one. I was so upset at this one. Some of you are so stubborn and do not listen. I told you solute will be your salt or your sugar, correct? So solute will only be sodium chloride, potassium chloride, whatever it is, not NS. Because normal saline is equivalent to 0.9% sodium chloride, and they're not the same. You follow? Some of you, despite saying it many times, still put this NS. That's why it's upsetting. With sugar, that is your dextrose. Right? This too are solutes. You follow? We put NS instead of sodium chloride on page 2. Many times did I say that? We'll do that again. Okay? Not the same. NS is the solution itself with 0.9 grams of sodium chloride for every 100 ml. Can you follow? Okay. 5. Who got 5 wrong? Hands up. Your blank should be dextrose, nothing else. Because it's asking you the weight of solute. Follow? Now you understand? Okay. So that's kind of minor, but that's 2 points. Number 5, you noticed. I put in there on the side too. Number 6. Who got 6 wrong? I'm focusing on the wrong. Why? Same? You put NS instead of sodium chloride? Yes, but the number is correct? Oh, okay. No. Has to be half normal saline. Who got 6 correct? Hands up. 6 correct. You gotta speak up now because I'm not going back to this tomorrow's finals. I see some not raising hands, so I don't know where you're at. I told you I don't memorize your scores. I don't know if it went in there. Okay. Who got 6 wrong? Who else? Raise your hands because it's not just one apparently. What did you do wrong? Is it the NS part? NS part? Okay, lesson learned. Because I said it a minimum of 7 times last week. They're not the same. It's just asking you of the weight of the solute, which is usually the solid part or the active ingredients. Right? That's why I said, well, probably a good number of you is just not following instructions more than anything. It's not the math itself. Okay. Number 7, who got 7 wrong? I'm focusing on the ones who didn't get it right. 7 wrong. Why? Same, just the solute part, but you got the number correct. I want to make sure that the number is correct. Okay. Simple. On this one, how many grams of solute are contained in a 51-liter bag of 10 D10W? D10W right off the bat tells you there's 10 grams for every 100 ml, correct? Mm-hmm. What was given? 51 liters. So what do I do here? Correct? And then it's going to be cross multiplication. I put the correct answers and those who got it wrong, right? Did you figure out now what you did wrong? Number 7. Who got this wrong again? Hands up. Did you figure it out now? Yes, yes. Did you get this? Seven? What's the answer? You want to come to grams. Stefan? No? Okay. 7. Any more? Train's leaving. Moving on. 8. Who got 8 wrong? Because of NS instead of NaCl? You got the number correct? You got the number wrong. Okay, here we go. Another one. Normal saline will always be 0.9 grams every 100 ml. That's it. So I said this test will not tell you that normal saline cannot be repetitive enough. Common mistake is 0.9 grams, 0.9% sodium chloride. And right off the bat, you convert percent, 0.9 grams for every 100 ml. What else is given? 3,000 ml, correct? So you're looking for the weight of solute. After that, you cross multiply, then you should get the answer. Yes? I get it? Anybody else? Train's leaving again. Okay. Number 9, who got 9 correct? Correct. Okay, who got 9 wrong? Okay, did you figure it out just now? What did you do wrong? You didn't know you forgot the one major. Yeah, do not forget this. Okay? Or without the C, it's just B over 2. Not forget that. Any questions came up about 5. Oh. And then on the ExCPT, there's a good amount of questions. Because it's a simple formula. No wonders why they put a lot of questions on that. 9 again, who got 9 wrong? Okay, moving on. But you figured it out? Okay, cool. 10, who got 10 wrong? Same. You figured it out. Okay. Moving on, yes. Okay. Number 11. Who got 11 wrong? Hands up. Okay. Why?
I just didn't drop that.
And
And I think I was doing it for like the drop time.
but not for the ML.
Yeah,
It's the
so
same
I, like,
rule.
when I was doing it too, I was like, I'm gonna leave it just in case. 'Cause I didn't trust
It's the
it.
same rule because it's flow rate.
Because it's only time is the one.
Yes.
Okay.
Time is the only one. Because it's flow rate. Okay. You want whole numbers on drops. You want whole numbers on ML. Okay. Again, 11. Who else? Who else got this wrong? Yeah. I specified many times. Round down. Okay. 12. Who got 12 wrong? Same.
Yeah, yeah. 12,
Okay.
11, 12.
You didn't drop that?
Yeah.
Okay. These are things that will help you remember. Mistakes are there to teach us lessons, not to beat yourself up. Maybe beat yourself up a little bit. Yeah, very little only. Don't dwell on it too much. Okay. So come the big exams, the major exams, you don't do it again. That's why I said don't dwell on it too much. Number 13. Who got this one wrong? Wrong. Okay. What'd you do? Yeah, it has to be 416. Drop that decimal. Okay, if we're gonna follow that rule, and I said that rule round down, let's stick to it. Drop the decimal no matter what. I think what you did is because it's higher than 5, you rounded it off. You cannot, once it gets to flow rate and drip rate, no rounding off. Just round down, drop whatever the decimal is. Okay, that's the latest that they want. In the old days, round up. So who got 13 wrong? Why? Same thing. Why? Same thing. I marked you wrong. Okay. 14. Who got 14 wrong? Hands up. What'd you do wrong? Switched in. What was the question? How much? So it's ml, right? So it's ml. What do you do? Transpose your formula. Did I memorize the formula? No, I didn't. I just transposed it. So I know that D is missing, which gives me the formula. What? this becomes VC equals RT, correct? So the V is what I need, I need to divide both sides by C. Okay. V equals RT over C. I want to use formula, which is if you guys want to do that. Okay. Okay, so what will be the answer? You don't even have a C, which means you just drop this, right? What's R? Oh, you have a C. You have a C?
Yeah.
Yes, you do have a C. Okay. What's R?
15 drops per minute.
Your R is 15 GT per minute. What's your T? 3 hours, 1060, 180 minutes. So you can cancel them. And then what's your C? 15 drops per. If you can cancel the drops. Now you're left with. Did I put the correct answer, Katie? You know it now? Okay. Anybody else who got 14 wrong? Hands up. Did you understand? Now? Yes. Okay. You gotta be confident when you say yeah, because tomorrow is the final exam. There's no more. Okay. So say it now. This whole hour is for this. Okay. When you're lying to yourself. Just say it now, nothing to be embarrassed about. Okay. 15, who got 15 wrong? Same problem. Okay. The question was how much again? So what was our formula a while ago for volume? Let's leave it there. Some of you, they put the formula right away. Okay. So what do? What's our R? 45 drops per minute. What happens to the T? 1 hour?
60 minutes.
Convert that to 60. So you got 45 divided by 60. I mean,
Times
45 times 60. And then what's your C?
20 drops.
Divide that by 20. Got it? Moving on. Page 3 is done. Any questions on page 3? No? Okay. Number 16, who got 16 wrong? Same problem. So move on. Yes. 17, hands up, who got this wrong? Okay. Let's see why. I think the minutes is there, but you need hours. Is that why? Okay. There's the flow rate, simple, V over T, right? The volume should be in ml, and the time should be an hour, correct? So what do you do with 15 minutes? Look here, teacher I have. You need this to be an hour, 60 minutes is 1 hour. Did that dimensional analysis, right? It just told me I have to divide 15 divided by 60. What is the answer on this one? 0.25, which is a quarter of an hour. That makes sense, right? It's okay for me to use that here because I need a whole number answer anyway. Is there an ML? What is it? Answer here.
Per hour.
200. Get it now? That's why I said you gotta know how to convert your minutes to hours, hours to minutes, because 15 doesn't mean 0.15. It's a quarter of an hour. Yes? Got this one? Who else got this wrong? Hands up, please. You got this one? Yes? Okay. 18 is 2 points as well. I'll just throw you off. One. There should be 0 minutes in there. If you left it blank, I still gave you 2 points. To answer on 20. So 20 is T. How long, right? So let's derive a formula for T now. This will be VC equals RT. Have to be divided I do it right? Correct? Okay. I'll leave that here. Okay, it's asking you of time. Who got this one wrong? Hands up. Why? You don't know?
It says
Okay.
it starts 3:10 Friday morning. I just don't know how to from that.
Okay, so let's do it. 3 V, right?
Mhm.
There's no C even, right? So it's just V over. Is there a C?
No.
Okay, you got an R. So it's only V over R. You see that? Because you got no C. So it's only V over R. What's your V? Is it an ml?
That's 3 liters.
3 liters. So what do I do on my V?
Convert.
Hey, what do I do on my V? Convert to
Convert.
what?
ml.
And what's my R now? What's my R?
150 ml.
Correct, 150 ml per hour. I cancel the ml and after that. The answer.
That confused with the starting time, which is the 3:10.
It's there because of question number 19.
Right.
Do you see that?
Mhm.
The 03:10 time is there for question 19. Now you're gonna have to count. What's the 20th hour? Okay, what's the 20th hour if you're starting at 3:10 a.m.? Should put that. Because 3:10 p.m. is your 12th hour. Can you follow? Then what do? You count 8 more. 3:10, you're at p.m. now, huh? 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is that? You're at 3:10. This is your 12th hour. Right? 4:10. How many hours? 20? Isn't that 20? 3:10 on Friday morning. Think about it. 3:10 is when your infusion time started, but you have to infuse it at 20 hours. 3:10 a.m. to 3:10 p.m. Isn't that 12 hours? So you need 8 more hours, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Isn't this your 20th hour? Yes? Who got number 18 correct? If you got 17, if you got 18 wrong, 19 is wrong. See that? Got 19 correct. Hands up. Good job. Again, using problem 18, what will the bag be? When will the bag be done in infusing in military time? It's just asking you to convert this, right, to military time, which is 23:10. Now, if you got 18 wrong, you're wrong on 19, then you're wrong on 20. See that? Yes? Do you understand everything on that page? That's 16 to 20. Yes? Yes, yes. 21. Who got 21 wrong? Hands up. Good number. You're smiling. Why? You know what you did wrong. You already know. See? Life teaches us lessons by having mistakes. All the stupid mistakes. Who wants me to do this on the board? 21. Yes. What's the question? Time again. So I'll leave my formula here. Okay, here we go. V, do you have a V? Do you have an R? What's your R?
24.
Do you have the correct unit now? So what's the answer here? You're gonna get a decimal.
4.
Okay, that's fine, 4.17 hours. You gotta specify that. Look here. This is when it changes, right? It doesn't mean 4 hours and 7 minutes. What did I tell you? 0.17 times 60. Because this is hour, this is your minutes, and this is 1 hour. You multiply that by 60, you get your minutes. Answer is 4 hours and correct. Who got this one? Hands up. Remember this, huh? How you do it. Not only for finance, it's also for your PTCE. Who understood this one? Yes? Now, if you're wrong on 21, you're going to be wrong on 22 and 23. Okay? So 22 answer would be, what's the answer? 4:25 p.m. Who got 4:25 p.m.? Who got this one wrong? Because your answer was wrong here. But you now know how to do this. Okay, cool. 23 is the same way. Based on problem 21, what time will the bag be done infusing in military time? So if you got 21 wrong, you're wrong on 22. How could you convert it correctly on 23? Correct? Who understood this page now? Hands up. You have to say that to yourself. Next one. This one. I actually reminded you about this one. I said that sometimes the quiz will give you general instructions on days applied and quantity to be dispensed. We're done with flow rate. This is just days applied and quantity to be dispensed. And some people overthought this page or these next pages. Why? I told you, if there's a quantity, you're being asked of days, correct? If there's no quantity and it tells you for how long this prescription will last, it's asking you of the quantity. It's going to be that simple, okay? But because it's on one instruction, all of these numbers fall under the major instruction, which is calculate day supply, quantity to be dispensed in ml, ounce, teaspoon, tablespoonful as required. Okay. 5.5 ounces, number 24. Who got this one correct? I expect you to get this correct because it's just conversion. Slide yes. Okay. 25. Who got this correct? I mean everybody. I want everybody to get this correct because it's just conversion. 26. You should. Okay, but if you did the first one wrong, second one will be wrong, third one will be wrong. Okay. Here comes 27. There was a month in there, and there was days in there. Okay, there's a quantity, I'm sorry, of each month. There was somebody who answered 2 months, and I put a note on. Okay, there you go. I told you somebody, I'll tell you somebody because I don't look at names, okay? So she must have gotten it correct because it's 2 months. But you got to remember, in pharmacy, there will always be, what's the conversion? 1 month will always be equivalent to 30 days. Since the final answer is 2 months, the final answer should be 60 days. Thus, the topic days supply. You follow? We don't put 2 months on our day supply. It's always 60 days. I mean 30 days if it's 1 month. You follow that? If that's the same mistake as Jordan's, correct that. Your final answer will be in days. Who got 27 wrong? Hands up. Why?
start on that slip, the first month, it would be, that was 6 days, and the rest of the month is 24, so 30, and that last, for that second month, the extra 6 days. That's how I learned.
Okay, remember I told you a shortcut for this one? Larger day number, 11, minus smaller day number, but do not forget the plus one. Okay, so what is this? 5, right? Plus 1 is 6 days every month. You follow? So, total quantity divided by 6 is 2, 1. Because your unit that was given in there, isn't it month? All you need to do is to convert this to days. Because it's asking you. You get it now? It's always total quantity divided by how much do you have to give to the patient. Total. Okay. This throws you off because it's not every day that the patient takes something. You have to remember the formula is larger day number minus smaller day number, always plus 1. Or you can use your fingers. Day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, day 11. I only have to take this if I'm the patient 6 days in a month. So 6 and 6 is 12. That would last me 2 months. Right? You get it now? Okay. Number 28. Who got 28 wrong? Why? It's 6 days. Zithromax is always like this, 2 stat. Okay. So look how many days. If it's once a day, then that's your 6. Add that stat, which is 2. It's 8 tablets. But its day supply will be minus 1. 7 days. See that? Did you understand 28 now? Okay. If you put 7 days in there, I would consider it. Because it's day supply or quantity to be dispensed, and it doesn't say the days. It just says for 6 days, but you got 2 stat. You got to remember that that 2 stat is day 1. So if you're asked of day supply for that Zithromax, it's not 6 days. 7 days. Are you following? Yes? Okay. Next one, number 29. Who got 29 wrong? Hands up. You want me to do it on the board or you figured it out? Sometimes down.
I did math wrong.
Okay, let's do it. Simple math. I tell you, sometimes the smartest people, when it comes to simple things, they fall apart. Prednisone 10 milligram tablet is a prescription. This is how I do it by row. 3PO TID times 5 days. Then 2PO BID times 4 days. Then 1PO QD times 3 days. Then half PO QD times 2 days. Then stop. Remember, there are drugs that are tapered down or increased in quantity. So it's asking you both number of tabs and days. Who got this one wrong? Hands up. Cody. This is how I do it. 3 times 3. Answer? That's why it's like simple math. 2 times. If you don't know your abbreviation, you can't get this as well. 2 times 4. Answer? 16. 1, 1, 3. 0.5 times 2. Did you see how I did it row by row? Okay. Do the math. Correct? Okay. Now you have 65 tabs. What can you do? How long will that last? How long will 65 tabs last? What do you do next? Perfect. Okay, that's fine. 5, 4, 9, 12, 14. See it now? See it now? It's not too complicated. It may seem complicated because of the tapering down, but if you simplify it by doing it row per row, you're gonna get it right.
My brain always tells me that 9 times 5 is 40, but.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think it's not right, but.
oh
my
no.
brain doesn't-
Okay. Who got that page understood? I'd say. Yes, 100% understanding. Okay. Next one. 30, another one. Your answer should be in days. Why? It told you the quantity already, right? Who got 30 wrong? Hands up. Okay. Do you want me to do it on the board or somebody wants to do it?
Yes, please.
Okay, 6 vials means 60 mLs. Inject 62 units. What did I say? Each insulin. You got this right?
I don't know what I did, but I forgot there's another page. Damn it.
Oh,
Yeah. So, I don't know where my brain is at that day, obviously not with me. But I redid the math, I did it. Math is up.
100 units. Equivalent to 1 ml. Mention units, right? For insulin. So there are 1 and 2. Whatever. 6, 5. Inject 62 units. PIE. What's AC? Huh? Ante. Ante. Before. What is this? Let's convert 62 units first, right? If 100 units is 1 ml, 62 units is XM. 62 divided by 100 is? Correct? Okay. Times 3. That's what you need per day. What is it? 1.86 ml is what you need per day. But you have. So how much will 60 last? This is ml per day. That's why your final answer will be today. Answer? Yes. Alrighty. Go ahead.
For the.
My 60, the prescription of 62.
I don't know why I did like. 2 things like-
Did you get the correct answer? No. You have to do it this way. You gotta figure out how much 62 units is in ml first. This is a common question on the PTCE as well. And they're not giving you this. Just like 0.9%, they're not giving you that. Okay, these are things that you need to remember when it comes to conversion. That a normal saline will always be 0.9% sodium chloride. Okay, that's why there is a question on the PTCE that asks what is a hypotonic solution. That means less than 0.9%. Anything that's less than 0.9% sodium chloride is a hypotonic solution. Anything above 0.9% sodium chloride is a hypertonic solution. Those two questions came up on the PTC and yes. This conversion will not tell you that insulin will always be 100 units per ml. Conversion factor. So do this first because you're given it an apples to apples first. Okay. Then you want to figure out how much 60 ml, how long will 60 ml last? Who got this one now? Yes? Good. 31. Who got 31 correct first? This is simple. They supply, which means you're just going to convert your ounces, because that's your given, right? To ml, which is 240 ml, correct? No, 6 times 3 is 18. No one's saying. I'm trying to see it. You caught that one. 180 ml. Right? So that's your total quantity. But you have to do the sig, which is 1 TSB. That's 5 ml right off the bat. You see, at this point, you should be at that level. 1 TSB is 5, then times 2. Is there anything else? That's it. 10. So this will be your total quantity divided by how much do you need per day? That should give you. Who got 31 correct? Hands up. Who got 32 wrong? You should get this right. Because it's just multiplying everything with an inclusion of conversion. A tablespoonful is 15 ml times, what's the ID? Times, there you go. Another one, 33 is the same way. Who got 33 correct? It should be everybody. Want to see hands? Yes? Yes.
I didn't do it the first time.
Just, okay, so she didn't do it, that's why she got it wrong. But if she did it, she kind of figure it out. I put the answers to every single question. That's how I do it. I put the answers to every single question so that you can figure out what you did wrong. But this is a big test. This is a big quiz, 40 points total. And it's leading towards your final exam. That's why I wanted to cover it. Okay. The insulin is right there. There's one more item in your file. That's going to come up. One question, which is milliequivalence. This came up on last sequence final as well. Okay. How do you calculate for milliequivalence? I want you to get this. It's going to be in milligrams or weight in milligrams. This is a calculation for milliequivalent. Okay. It's going to be weight in milligrams times. You say valence or valence? I say valence. What do you say? Valence. Okay. This is the formula for milliequivalence. Put that in. I do it differently, but I found this to be the simplest and the most useful. Drugs can be measured in equivalents and milliequivalents, and you are correct if you're thinking that an equivalent is 1,000 milliequivalents. Okay, so this is how we do it. If you're given an element, which is right there next to Jordan, each of those elements got atomic weight. Kind of like, oh my God. No, it's simple. It's not the chemistry you took. Not the advanced chemistry you took. I'm just giving you the formula. Okay. Say, for example, potassium. Potassium, symbol K, has an atomic weight of 39 grams. Jordan, can you double check this? Right there. K. Potassium, atomic weight? Yeah. 39 grams. Yeah? What's a valence? No, you don't need a periodic table for your final exam. It will be given on the test. Okay? This weight, atomic weight, The in grams. Okay. What's the valence? 1. Usually that's the charge. The valence is the charge. Okay. So now, if you have this, usually they ask you, well, potassium weighs, for example, 780 milligrams. Okay. What is the milli equivalence? Now you have a working equation. You just plug in 780 milligrams times what's the valence? 1. Okay. Divided by atomic weight in grams, 39 grams. It should give you already milli equivalence answer. What's the answer? It's a given. Like that's what you're solving for. Say for example, it's asking you, what is 780 milligrams of potassium equivalent to in milli equivalent? Sorry, I lost you there. Okay, what is 700 milligrams of potassium equivalent to in milli equivalents? So this is the formula if you want to remember that. Okay, milli equivalents. Yes, milli equivalent is 1,000 equivalents. So this is the formula for that. So this too can be from the periodic table. Okay, but of course we're not asking you to bring your periodic table, or Jordan will only have the advantage of looking at that, sir. So she'll be the only one to get that one question on the final exam correct. No, this will be given. The atomic weight of potassium, but just so you know, we had to. And then the valence. Okay, so the formula is whatever the prescription is or whatever is given. It's asking you what's 780 milligrams of potassium. And this is how you convert. You use the milligrams, the weight. Okay. And then multiply that by valence, usually it's 1, but for potassium it is 1. And then divided by the atomic weight, which should be in grams. This is the simplest formula I found. And I want to show you how I do it. It's longer. Yeah, it can be ratio and proportions, but just stick to this one. I don't want to confuse you. Okay. What's the answer here now?
20.
Correct. 700 milligrams of potassium is equivalent to 20 milli equivalents, given this. Okay. These are facts. These are numbers that we got from the periodic table. Okay. No, you don't need a periodic table for your test. We did have classes wherein we can have a periodic table in the book. That means the elements that was used in the test weren't the common ones. We really have to look up the atomic weight, but we had to. Okay. Any questions? No questions? That ends your all the topics for your final exam. No questions? You think you're gonna? I knew it. We need one more session today before final exam. So no, you can't keep that. It's not yet posted, and I don't want to stress you out over the weekend. Put it back in the basket, please. No, you can't bring that home. Okay. Any question? No questions? 2 finals tomorrow then. 225 compounding and math, which includes everything from conversions to flow rate, including insulin conversion and milli equivalents. That ends everything, okay? And then Friendsgiving tomorrow too, okay? Don't stress about the cooking. Focus on your finals. I will see you guys tomorrow.